Hey guys, different kind of session today. What we're going to do today in our 30 minutes is we are going to go through a new upper body mobility, flexibility, stretching routine. So if you've got any questions in the meeting, in the session, unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, if you're not able to kneel on your knees fully, then I want you to get a chair, okay? And you're going to do first you being sitting. Now, I've written this out, so I'm going to have to follow my little routine as well here, because every day is a learning day for us. So I want us to kind of really, here we go. Okay, so you're either in sitting or you're in kneeling, okay? So I'm going to go into kneeling. And I've got to be careful on my knee. So I'm going nice and slowly into that. And we're going to start off with some thoracic rotations and some flexion and extension. So all I'm doing is I'm flexing at the spine here, chin to chest, and then I'm pulling down with my hands. I'm taking a big breath in and breath out. And from there, I'm going into extension. Remember, if you can't kneel, you're in sitting, okay? So now I'm arching, I'm reversing the arch, I'm going back as far as I can. Big stretch through the chest. Big breath in, breath out. I do 8 of these. In and out. So forwards and backwards. Stretch, really turn around. As you bring that chin to chest, let your hands get that, feel the weight in your hands and head. You get that stretch in the back of your neck. Back out of that. 3 more of these. 2 more of these. And then last one. So if you're in kneeling, come up out of kneeling, you can kneel with a break. Okay. If you're in sittings, come to stand and then sit back down again. Okay. Back into kneeling. Now this time, you're going to put your hands behind your back. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to clasp them together like that. You're going to bring your chest up, chin down. And we're going to hold the posture and stretch here. You may feel it across the front of your chest, you may feel it down the back of your neck. Just holding that. This is the posture stretch, hold it for 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Come up out of sitting or up out of kneeling. And then back down into that position again. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring your ear, your shoulder, and then hand over the top. And then put it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go to the opposite side. Ear, shoulder, and then the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice more on each side. Ear, shoulder, and then the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite side. Ear, shoulder, and then head. Put it down. Feel it. Stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then opposite side. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just got to consult my thoughts again. Okay. So from here, just going to come up out of sitting or up out of kneeling, tall kneeling or standing, whichever. Give those knees a bit of a break. And then back down into it again. Now, this time, I'm going to be looking towards my armpit. Okay, so I'm going to look toward my armpit. So if I'm looking toward my left armpit, my chin and my nose are trying to sniff my left armpit. I'm going to use my right hand I'm going to turn it upside down, and then I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to put that pressure on here and hold that for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. We'll do it once more on that side. So I'm looking down, left armpit. And goes into a V, turn it upside down, and push ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back up out of kneeling or sitting into standing. And then back down again. The intermittent compression is important. Now we're going to look towards the right armpit. Leg goes down and makes a V. Turn that V upside down. So if I'm looking toward my right armpit, I'm using my left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I give it a bit of a stretch here. I kind of push into it, and I get a stretch on my levator scapula. Down towards that right armpit again, and goes into V. Turn it upside down, push it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back into my notes here again. Okay, we come out of kneeling, 4-point kneeling, and now we're going to go into 4-point. Now we come up on deep kneeling, we're going to now 4-point kneeling. So I always use a soft surface on my knees. As you know, I have big problems with my knees. Okay, so if you've got a cushion, you can come under there. Now the cat-cow is where we're doing thoracic flexion. So when I try and make it go, I bring my chin to my chest. And then when I reverse the arch, I look towards the sky. Okay? So we're going to do a deep breath. Make the dome up as high as you can. So that's the camel, I think, or cow, camel cat. And then reverse the arch. So when I've done that once, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk my hands out. So each time I'm going to be getting more of a stretch. So I've just walked my hands out about 5 centimeters. So now I do it again. I make the dome, and then I reverse the arch. Good. Then I walk my hands out again, so they're going further out from me. I make the dome. It'll be harder to make the dome, and I make the arch. And each time I walk my hands out, it's going to be a little bit tougher, and we're going to get more of a stretch. So I make the dome, and I make the arch. And you might be at the end of your range now, so if you are, you repeat it that way. If you can go a bit further, you make the dome, and then you make the arch. And then last time, walk them out, make the dome, and then make the arch. Okay, good. Next on the list. Okay, it's deep. It's working. So now we're going to do threading the needle with a twist. So again, we'll come up out of that kneeling position, up by kneeling, get a little bit of a break there. And what I'm looking at now is going to be thoracic rotation, okay? So I'm going to go down into this position here, and I'm going to use my right hand, and I'm going to slip it through my left side, my palm facing upwards. And I'm going to turn it around, I'm going to stretch as far as I can there. I'm going to try and get my shoulder to the ground, and then I'm going to look away. So my right hand is going all the way underneath my left, and I'm going to look to my right and look away from it. That's the twist. And I'm going to push my hand into the ground, the back of my hand, so my palm is facing upwards. And I push the back of my hand into the ground, and I'm going that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it out. So you feel that big stretch. Bring it back through. Stretch first as far as you can, right? Look towards it, right? Now look away. And now push your back of your hand into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then last time on this side again. So look towards it, reach towards it. Imagine you want to catch something. Really stretch, get that stretch on. Now look away, and now push the back of your hand, your arm into that floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Opposite side. So left hand, you turn the palm so it's facing the sky. You go underneath and stretch all the way. You gotta bring that right elbow to get there. Start to stretch. Now you twist away, and now you push that hand into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you may be more flexible or more rotation on one side, then we work towards the other side. So we stretch as far as we can. We twist away. We push down. On the back of the hand on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we've got one more on this side. As we go, stretch as far as you can. Look away. Push the palm off the back of the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Into high kneeling. Give your body a bit of a break. Face like deep. You want to work. Here we go. Recognize me. Okay, so the next we're going to go into sideline. Now, eventually we're going to need to buy some of these blocks. So I'll put a link. I'll send a link on the group. I promise I will do it. I promise. Okay, but if you haven't got the blocks today, use a pillow, use a cushion, use a foam, or use whatever. Okay. So we're going to go into sideline, and we're going to rest our head on the blocks. Okay. We're going to bring our knees, hips to 90 degrees flexion, and then you're going to bring the arm that you're resting on up to 90 degrees parallel with your shoulder. Okay. And then you bring your hand up to 90 degrees. Okay, so you're like kind of at 90 degrees shoulder abduction, and then you're 90 degrees of elbow flexion. I don't want to have my chest turned out like this. I want to be leaning over and really lying on my side. And I'm going to get my other hand and I want to put it on top. So my elbow is at the back of my fingers here, and my fingers are at the back of my elbow here. And I'm going to push down till I feel a bit of a pinch or an uncomfortable sensation on this side. So it's not a nice sensation. You don't need to go into too much discomfort here. You just want to feel that pinch like that. So we hold this as a postural stretch. So we hold this for 30 seconds. Now, this is not comfortable, okay? It's called a sleeper stretch. Again, I've got one arm resting on top of the other, and I'm trying to get my palm to reach, to touch the ground. That's called internal rotation. And the internal rotation, it's limited on me. This is my affected shoulder at the moment, my right shoulder. So it's definitely limited at the moment. So 5 more seconds on this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to place my hand out in front of me, palm facing upwards, and we're going to do some Robin Hood pull the bow rotations. So I get the other hand and I slide it out as far as I can in front of me, so I'm getting rotation. So I'm like getting as much rotation as I can there. Now imagine I'm about to catch the string of the bow, and now I'm going to pull it back, and I'm going to try and get my shoulder on the ground, and my hand goes out nice and wide now. So I'm kind of in a crucifix position, but I want to keep this knee to the ground. So I hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do 3 of these, so I come back around again. I stretch as far as I can, reach out in front of me to the top of me. I grab the bow, I pull it back towards me, I pull it right back in here, I try and get my shoulder, my left shoulder to the ground, and then I try to get back through my hands to the ground. I stretch out again here, and I try and keep my knees without coming up, so I'll make sure that my knees stay down. Good. And last time on this side. So again, stretch out as far as you can, grab the bow, bring it back, pull it back towards you. Get that shoulder back onto the ground. Get the back of the palm on the ground, and then stretch as far as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now we've done it on that side. We'll now do it on the other side. so lying on the other side. Again, legs come up into bent position. Don't be half looking up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're looking towards the side. You've got to be on your side. Okay, you bring the arm up so it's level with your shoulder. You bend your elbow. You put your fingers on one elbow, then the elbow on the other fingers, and we're going to go down into a internal rotation. If you can't feel this, lean in towards it. And we're going to hold that for 30 seconds so that possible stretching can start to knock up. Again, you can see my internal rotation is not great on this side either. So I'm lacking in internal rotation. Hence why I've had some shoulder problems on my left and in the past. I don't have any now looking enough, and I'm getting more of a shoulder issue. It wasn't significant, or it's not significant. I see. So 5 more seconds in this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay your hand out in front of you, hand facing up. The other hand comes across it. You're going to grab your bow as hard as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Grab your bow, pull it back, try and get that right shoulder to the ground now. Back of the hand to the ground and stretch out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, you come across, reach across, grab your bow, come back, pull it tight, get your shoulder to the back of the ground, palm to the back of the ground, keep your knees together, stretch out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Reach across, grab your bow, bring it back, pull it back, shoulders to the ground, big stretch out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Where are we next? Let's have a look. Let the dog see the rabbit. Okay, so we're going to stay in that sideline position, and now what we're going to do, so I'm going to go back onto my other shoulder, okay? Didn't matter if I did or didn't, okay? And we're going to do our slow ankles. So a little bit like the last exercise. So I'm lying down. I'm feet up like that. I'm still on my side. I still got my box underneath my head. I'm stretching out in front of me as much as I can. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slow angel. I'm going to make an arc. I'm going to keep my fingers on the ground, and I'm going to try and get all the way around to the back without taking my hand off the ground. And I'm going to see if I can get it all the way back around. When I find a tight spot, so as I'm going up on that arc, so there's a tight spot for me. I'm going to hold that tight spot for 6 seconds, and I'm going to push even further into it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I'll continue. If I feel another tight spot, which is there for me again, I'll hold that position and I'll work towards it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So around here is really tight over my chest. And we all be tight in different spots. So as you're moving your arc, maybe you're not able to get 180 degrees yet, but you're going to continue to kind of work towards this. The big thing here is that we stretch out the front as far as we can, and then we keep that hand on the floor, we draw it around, and if we're not at 180 degrees yet, that's fine. We got to work towards it, but the idea is that we don't cheat, and your arm might not be very big. So what you want to do is make sure that that knee is down in that position as well. So we'll do one more little bit on this side, and then we'll move to the other side. Good. Keep working that around there. Push it out. Good. And then we'll swap sides. Now all I would have to do there is roll over, but because I am on video camera, I do it this way. So again, I stretch out as far as I can. keeping my hand like that. I have to rotate my hand to keep it on the ground. Try and get all the way across. Takes a look at a time. And I've really got to find those tight parts. There's a really good tight part for me now. Someone working, I'm going to just hold on that tight part for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to go really slowly because this is my affected shoulder. So I want to get that good stretch through this side as well. So I can feel it. I can actually feel where it's under my chest is where I feel the stretch. Now you might feel it completely different. As I'm saying, we're all different. So we're going to find those tight spots and then work into those tight spots a little bit. Good. And then you come all the way back around at your own leisure when you feel it is appropriate. You try and keep the fingers on the ground. You work your snow angel around. When you're doing these yourself, you're trying to get 3 snow angels done. You're stretching out as far as you can to get that good shoulder range and mobility. Or getting to the part wherever you find is a restriction, that's the part where you want to be kind of like going, you know what, I want to spend a little bit of time here in that position. Okay, good. And then moving back around again. So I would want to spend time there. That's the part where I'm at restriction. So that's where I would want to spend some time. Okay, good. There are slowly doing so. Okay, going back to the groundwork. Next exercise. So only exercise is difficult to remember, and I don't want to miss out anything. So the next is called the German sit. So I'm just sat down like this, and my hands are behind me, so they're kind of facing behind me as well. And I bring my chest up and forward, so my bum stays on the floor, and now I'm going to feel a stretch across the front of my chest. And I hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I can either shuffle my bum towards my knees, or I can walk my hands backwards. But by doing either, I'm going to get a bigger stretch through my chest. So we hold that chest up and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, either shuffle your bum towards your knees if that's not possible. Walk your hands a bit backwards and get that stretch now. Chest up and forwards, and then hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now we're going to stay in the seat position. Again, to make sure that's in my group. Yes. Hold time. What time is it? Design with us or not with us? Sorry, this today's session, no problem. Hope you see soon. Okay, so now what we're going to do again, hands go behind you, and my hands are facing way back behind me. Okay, so they're facing directly behind me. And I'm going to try and get into a tabletop position. What do I mean by that? I'm going to get a huge stretch through my biceps, through the front of my arm. And what I mean is I'm lifting my hips up as much as I can. And over for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that's too difficult, too much, then what you can do is you can just continue the German V-set. Okay? Other than that, I'm going to do 2 more of these. Lift the hips up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we've got 1 more of these to do. So back up we go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake the arms out. Right, where are we from here? Okay, so now what we're going to do is the halasana. Okay, so let's have a look at the time. Okay, not long left. Right. So I'm lying on the floor like that, and I'm going to try and end up in this position here. Okay, now you may not be in that position today. I'm getting a huge stretch here. So where you may be is that you may be here. You may be here. You may be here. It just depends on wherever you're comfortable to take it today. But eventually, that's the position. And we're going out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In whatever position you feel comfortable at getting. So we'll do that once more. Again, that might be it, that might be it, that might be it, or that might be it. It's wherever you get to. You hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we come back into that position there. Okay. Now we're towards the end of the class. Doing really well. Okay, so from here, what we're doing is it's like you're doing a raise on the shoulder. So what you're doing is you're lying on the front, okay, and your head is on the floor and your hands are out front. So I don't want you lifting your head up off the floor. You need to put a little block underneath your head to rest your forehead. That's fine. Okay, so you can rest your forehead on something like that. The closer you get your hands, the better. So you don't. So out there is a bit easier. Here is a bit better, and thumbs are facing up. So I don't want you to extend at the spine. So there's no back extension or no neck extension. All it is that you're going to contract your abdominal muscle, your tummy muscles, and then you're going to lift up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do 5 of these. Okay. So thumbs up and trying to lift the shoulders straight up without lifting anything else up. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 down. 3 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 5 done. Okay, superb. Now I'm going to stay in that position. I can keep my block under my head if I want. And now all I'm going to do is bend my elbows to 90 degrees and bring my arms down here. So I'm doing exactly the same thing. So no head up, no chest extension. And now I'm trying to get my palms off the ground. We're keeping my elbows on the floor, so not like that. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more of these. These are very tough. External rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do not lift your head or your chest off the floor. Keep it on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 down. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 down. 1 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 done. Fantastic. We've got 2 minutes left. I think I've done this absolutely perfect. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do, right, is the pec. Once we're in 4-point kneeling, we stretch the hand out like that, and then we turn away from it. So you feel a bend in my left elbow, and you feel a stretch on the right chest muscles. So you stretch out, and then kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You bring it back in. You do it again. You twist away from it. So my right hand is stretching out. I'm looking to my left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go once more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I feel this lovely stretch down here. So then we'll do the other side. 4-point kneeling. Stretch one hand out, stretch the left hand out, bend the right one. Then drop down into it and then look away from it. We'll hold that for 10 seconds. Feel that stretch in the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in 2 more times. Out we go. Far stretch out as far as you can, and then look away from it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to go a third time. Stretching out in front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed that 30-minute class. We will, as we go along, we'll add some more into the routine, but I think everything did phenomenal there. And again, it's a great class if you want to, you're struggling with overhead activities, with shoulder issues, brilliant for mobility, you know, once, twice a week as a warm-up would be great as well. And so hope you enjoy all that. Right, let me see what I do here. Okay, stop.